Hello Pisces, my name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology, and it's so good to be here with all of you today. Today we're going to be diving into a tarot reading with the Mystic Mondays Tarot, and also using the new oracle I got called Ask Your Guides. So I've been eyeing this deck for some time, and it finally felt right to purchase it. And I feel like a lot of strong messages are going to be coming through from our spirit guides. I also have never used my Mystic Mondays deck, but it's a really cool abstract art, very colorful deck that I felt like matched the abstract energy of the Ask Your Guides. So maybe they've just been waiting for each other so that I can use them. But anywho, Pisces, your guides may be trying to speak to you in abstract ways through lots of signs and symbols at this time. I would not expect very clear and concise messages. You probably are just being directed to where you need to go through all of these happenstance, chance encounters, things randomly working out or coming together, and you're going to start noticing a lot of angel numbers. Most of us on here, I'm sure, are familiar with what those are. And the ones that I'm seeing right now are 000 and 222. Drop me a comment below. Let me know what it is that you are seeing. And Pisces, just want to remind you guys, I do have the option to do one-on-one readings. They are via a video that I pre-record for you. 1, 2, or 3 questions. Make sure when you ask your questions, give me a lot of juicy details. Tell me what's going on between you and your person, you and your situation. And more than just a question, as it really helps me to dive in and get to know more about you. All right, Pisces, let's see. Spirit guides, we're chiming in today with the Pisces Collective to ask you, what is it that they need to hear from their guides at this time? Please protect the space, the reader, and the querent. All right, you have Shadow from the Healer Guides, card 31. You're facing your shadow at this time. Also, there is going to be a surprise. It says Joy Guides, so something that's going to bring you joy that you're not expecting. I think that picture, I'll show it to you guys again, is her holding like a loaf of bread, like a bun in the oven, maybe for some of you. We have Leadership, Higher Self, and I'm going to pull one more. And we have Pause for your higher self. Wow, these are powerful, powerful cards. On the bottom of the deck, Pisces, you have success. So this is from the nature spirits. There is this call right now, Pisces, for you to get outside, to connect with nature, to seek your guides on a daily basis, really creating this relationship where you're going back and forth, receiving from them and then putting back into the world, into the earth. This is a time for you to also spread a lot of love and kindness. We have so much disruption going on in our world. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. We're having a lot of parades and protests and a lot of uprisings. So Spirit is just saying right now, you have a lot of success. You're going to be a leader. That's coming in for us later to talk about during this chaotic time, during this period where there's a lot of upheaval going on. This is going to be a way in which you can really become fruitful, abundant. She's holding a pomegranate. So this is very reminiscent of the Empress card in the tarot, where you are about to be very fruitful. Some of you could physically be getting ready to give birth or get pregnant. This is a really auspicious time for Pisces. Have new grandchildren come into your lives as well, if you're not having kids of your own, and also starting businesses or starting a new life, because those are all things where we're giving birth to newness about ourselves. So you could be birthing success in many different ways. But it's starting off, Pisces, by you looking at yourself dead in the face about where you have maybe fallen short. You're facing your shadow. We all have a shadow. We all have vices and bad habits and maybe things that we rather leave left unsaid. Our silent demons within us that, we have to fight with, like anxiety, feeling less than, scared to speak our truth, our actual traumas that we enact in our daily life, whether we are consciously or subconsciously doing that. I see you facing yourself in the truest way possible and understanding that there's a lot more to you than meets the eye. There's a lot of cosmic energy that I'm seeing in this card here. So you could be a star seed. You could resonate as a light worker or one of the 144 chosen. There is an energy here, Pisces, of expanding of the self by recognizing who you are, where you came from, where you have fallen short, what you need to work on, and you're raising your vibration and your consciousness by facing your shadow. You're not allowing your shadow to take over you. You're integrating the good, and you are, I just feel like, bringing up the shadow characteristics to be dealt with and to be faced. And what you do with that is up to you. A lot of free will energy there. So then we have this here where it says surprise. And again, like I was saying, it looks like maybe this is a piece of bread or something that's going to go in the oven or something that smells really good or aromatic. So I do feel like for many of you, this is going to be financial, because what do we call finances in like slang term? We call it bread. You know, getting your bread up. That's a slang term that we use in the US to talk about getting money. So there is this, either financial reward, financial windfall, something that is maybe of some type of expense to you, like a home, a car. I'm seeing like a camera or a cell phone for some of you who have been trying to get your story online. I see you upgrading maybe technology, but there's going to be some kind of surprise that you come into that is going to bring you a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of good times. It's going to be like a gift that keeps on giving. And then we have here leadership. So you have been called. This keeps coming up in all of our readings, Pisces. If you have been locked in with me, you know that you are a new earth leader. You're here to help us transition from the 3D to the 5D consciousness. You're here to help people see things through a different lens. You are not like the others. You have a lot of spiritual gifts and expansion that you are working on right now. Possibly changing career, changing your life's direction, talking to yourself in a new way, expanding upon your spiritual gifts, and taking this time to step into a role that maybe has felt uncomfortable, but you know that you were meant to embody at this time. So this is giving me Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands energy, a focus on the solar plexus and the heart chakra, but also making sure you're speaking your truth with that throat chakra opening up for you, Pisces. And your last card here is pause, higher self. You have been opening your heart to all the good things that Spirit has wanted to put into you. So this is an activation of self-worth, belief in yourself. I'm seeing an elevated energy within being able to love and express love and be accepting of others. I see you also accepting all the things that have come to you lately, whether good or bad, for what they are. Understanding that we all come to this world with contracts, things that we're meant to learn, relationships, especially testing us at this time, and still being able to open your heart and show love. This is also you loving on yourself, like we talked about before with self-worth. So are you allowing yourself to rest, Pisces? Are you allowing yourself to meditate? Are you giving yourself a break, a pause, getting out in nature, connecting with your guides, taking a little moment out of your day for prayer or something that just soothes you? Are we listening to soothing music, eating good food, nourishing the body, and allowing ourselves to maybe just have a day where you just lay there and you just let yourself be? That's coming in for some of you where you've just been working so hard. You've been so focused on success that there is an energy here of exhaustion that is coming in at the same time. So make sure that you are making time to rest. You don't want to get sick. You don't want to overburden yourself. You are truly transforming your life in many ways right now. Surprises on their way. The shadow aspect being activated, also the leadership axis being activated. There is going to definitely need to be this time, Pisces, where you just chill out. You're doing a lot of hard work and Spirit is rewarding you with that surprise. All right, let's go ahead and pull some tarot. Spirit guides, what's the current situation for Pisces? 6 of Cups. So right now I see you, Pisces, connecting with your past, digging into where you came from, your roots. Maybe past relationships are coming out of nowhere. You're having to reconcile with who you once were. I do see some of you feeling your age. And whether you're 30 or whether you're 60, you might be looking and going, wow, like, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not 30 anymore. There's this reflection on the past and where you've come from, but I do see you heading towards success with that success card, but also successfully learning to love you and pour into you for the first time in a really long time. This looking back over your life energy that I'm feeling right now is very redemptive, meaning that you're going to come out of this stronger. You're redeeming your power. You're checking all the boxes off of how do I serve that soul that needed me at, 10 years old, that needed me at 15, 18, whatever the case was, that needed me at 30. I do see a lot of that energy coming through. And you're healing and you're activating so much of your higher self at this time. That's how you're walking into that leadership, honestly, is by accepting where you were and I think making peace with your past. All right. What's challenging this peace that Pisces is making with their past? The Fool. So think of this card as being in the reverse with it being in the challenge position. There is this energy where you just need to take a risk, take a leap, go in a new direction, ask yourself to be bold, to be daring to do something new, or to take a chance on a life that you never thought that you would live. You are so protected at this time. Spirit is giving you an opportunity to redefine yourself. We just did a reading yesterday. If you have a chance, I shared a very special dream with all of you. The video was talking about get ready to take a big leap. And that's that Fool energy here where you're making peace with your past and the new Pisces is emerging. Something about what you do, who you are, how people see you in the public eye, that is changing. And I do see those flowers in her hands almost remind me of like a microphone. You'll be sharing words of wisdom. Could be books, could be a singer that I'm connecting with, could be another tarot reader like myself, but someone who talks, gives advice, advisor of any type is definitely coming through, and also sharing your story. So it could be physically sharing it through a book or sharing it out loud, giving advice to others who need it about what you've been through, sharing your shadow. Okay. Strings at this time for Pisces. This is beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. All right, so we have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So this is your strength. Pisces, what the heck is this? I see somebody who is a leader, who is a teacher, who is decisive, who understands their role in this world is to be at the forefront. I see you balancing the masculine and the feminine parts of yourself to be this well-established energy. So I see not only somebody who is setting boundaries and watching after themselves, but you're actually communicating all of this power, this energy, this wisdom to the world. Some of you are also learning a lot of new things that you will be sharing. So you're like the student and the teacher. That energy is coming through in these cards. So your strength is that you are truly a wise leader and a person who has really good, a really good sense of self and boundaries and where you need to grow and where you need to, I guess, put your foot down as you take this leap. Like there's some doors that you've had to close so that you can really be yourself. And now that throat chakra is being activated. I really do love that they use the color blue for those cards, as the throat chakra is ruled by the color blue. Alrighty. Area of focus for Pisces. Area of focus at this time. You have the Six of Wands, which is the success, the success card. So this is a lot of repeat energy. Right now, Spirit wants you to focus on where are the wins in your life coming through right now. What do you see is gaining momentum that is going to put you at the forefront, that's helping you to successfully climb mountains and put yourself out there to be rewarded? Did you start up that new business? Did you start losing that weight? Did you start that project? I'm seeing like a project that you've been thinking about for so long, and you're ready to put yourself back on Front Street. Maybe you did just a little bit of a little get together, and others were able to recognize the strength that you had as a leader. This is awesome because I see it growing over time. It may not have been as big of a turnout the first time around, but it will continue to grow. I do also see rapid success for you, and definitely people will know your name, will know your face in certain circles. Near future for Pisces. I love this. You've made so much peace with your past that you can finally become this person. You have the Strength card. So this is you getting your vitality back. This is you getting your oomph back. This is Leo energy. So definitely you could have Leo highly aspected in your chart. That could mean your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, your Mercury, North Node. There's an energy here where I see somebody who is heading into more love, support, and their passions. Those are all coming through, and you are held by the universe. Definitely held by the universe, and you will be using that voice. Recent past. Many of you are actually going to help other people heal their wounds by sharing about your childhood wounds. Even if, like, let's say you write a fictional story and it's not specifically saying it's about you, the way that you write that story, the way that you share that book, it's going to help people to face their traumas, because, you know, you may have changed the names and the characters, but it's really a reflection of your story. All right. The past is the moon. For some time, Pisces, I see that as you were trying to find this strength, right? This fire within you, a lot of oranges, a lot of pinks, and a lot of yellows in this. So we have a lot of sacral chakra. We've got a lot of heart chakra, and we've got a lot of solar plexus being activated. There was a time when you were a bit more blue, a bit more sad, a bit more lackluster. And in the recent past, I do see someone who felt like they were drifting. You may not have fit in the circles that you were part of. You may have felt like your life was going down this road that you just didn't recognize anymore. There could have been a lack of fulfillment, secrets, and lies exposed, really digging into the subconscious. So you could have faced a lot of battles as far as fears, anxieties. You may have also just felt like your life was off track because you couldn't see your way forward. But I see that you saw through the fog. You connected with your spirit guides. They're representative of these little stars here. You may have been very in tune with the moon cycles. And as you shed the layers of the old Pisces to become who you are now, I see the journey was long for you with the 9 of Wands, but with the King of Wands, you're finally stepping into your truth and into your power. A cycle is closing out for you, Pisces, with the World card here, where you felt in lack, where you didn't know who you were, you didn't know what direction you were going in. Maybe you were following the status quo. And I do see a lot of abundance coming into your life with the 10 of Pentacles. This does not have to just be money, but is going to be money for some of you. That was what that surprise was about. But this is homes, marriages. This could be engagements. This could be businesses starting up. This is a way in which you're taking control of your body, your health, your mind. It can also, definitely health for some of you. And the Justice card is here showing that there is going to be balance restored in your life, Pisces, in whatever area that you have been unjustly dealt like a bad card lately. There's going to be improvement. Ooh, the moon also governs health. So definitely there could have been an emphasis, especially as Mars was going into Cancer. You may have felt some energy there, Pisces, where your health seemed under attack. Even now, because Mars is in Leo, and Leo is in our 6th house of health. So there could have been inflammation in the body that you're working with. It's about to move into Virgo if it hasn't already. All right. Advice from your spirit team. Advice about the success. Not going to take those. Straighten these up really quick. Sorry, Pisces. All right, you have the King of Pentacles. So definitely for a lot of you, there is an opportunity to connect with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. There is also this opportunity for you to boss up, to level up. You could also be increasing your finances. There might be more stability. You could be getting a home, selling a home. I do see some of you also getting promoted or, just bringing home like a really good stack of money. This is physical security. But also, there is stability for the first time in a long time. So maybe you're a person who always was looking for a stable relationship, right? That could be your King of Pentacles, whether it is a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn or not. I do see a strong masculine energy presenting with that card, and you could just have faced the shadow of where you had been letting yourself down in relationships time after time, and finally the right person is here. Confirmation as I hit the camera there. Your environment at this time. That's beautiful though. You have the Four of Wands. So yes, everything is pointing up. Everything is saying there's opportunity for you to grow. With the Four of Wands, you will be celebrating. This is marriages. This is businesses. This is a launch of some sort, a get together, a party. You could just be celebrating Father's Day today when you get this message, celebrating that you are pregnant. I do see family coming over to visit, engagements, and just happy times ahead for you, Pisces. Your environment is looking very vibrant, very successful. And some of you could be internally still a little bit down, but you're really showing up for yourself every day anyways. You're speaking kindly to yourself. I do see that. And you might not feel how you look on the outside, but you're trying to get yourself there. That's coming through. Hopes and fears for Pisces. Two of Pentacles. What else? And then we have the Page of Swords. So I think your hopes and fears right now are telling me that you are just looking for truth right now. There's something in your world, like this is seeming like an aside, like a side message. There's something in your world that you are seeking information, knowledge, waiting for a next step to happen. And I see you kind of being in limbo right now with the Two of Pentacles, and your hopes are things move forward. Your fear is that you'll be juggling situations still. Because I think the breakthrough, the surprise that wants to come through for you, Pisces, comes through when this juggling is over. There is an off-kilter, out of balance energy in your life, something that you could be dealing with that is also causing some of this exhaustion that you're dealing with. But I do see that it's coming to an end. The ending is close. So the spirit team is also telling you right now, Pisces, whatever this is that you're juggling, whatever this heaviness is on your plate, on your heart, it's not going to be here much longer. Success is all around you. Keep focusing on you, and this situation will level itself out. It is part of why and how you're able to face your shadow. Potential outcome for Pisces. There's definitely a fated situation that is playing out in your life, Pisces. It just might be taking a little bit longer than you would have hoped for it to, as far as it coming to a conclusion. All right. Potential outcome, Pisces, is as this situation comes to a close, you're going to be faced with a fork in the road. And it's time for you to choose where you want to go, what would be best for your soul moving forward. So I do see a big decision on your horizon as to how you want to continue to move forward in the success that you already are in. But there is going to be a big decision that you have to make in regard to this toss-up energy that is overwhelming you. That decision that you make puts you and catalyzes you into a new beginning. I'm seeing the Queen of Wands energy here. So a lot of makeover, recovery energy here. Financial prosperity. I see beautification. I see upgrades in your physical health and vitality as well. So whatever decisions that you make, this is a time to get serious about where to next. What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? And you're going to be presented with possibly a message in the next couple of days, or a letter could be going out on your behalf with this Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. So expect to receive a message, or you could be sending a message to end this decision, to make a decision. I don't feel like a decision has already been made on your end, but Spirit, any message on how, any assistance with that Two of Swords, any advice on that Two of Swords, this decision that they have to make? What would you tell them to focus on as they decide what to do? Okay, you got a couple of cards. We have the Empress. We have the Tower. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. So the message is coming through pretty clear. I'm going to try to channel this as I hear it. You need to choose whatever is more self-serving to you. It may feel selfish. It may feel like you are just looking after you. But when this decision comes up, choose what would be best for you. What leaves you in a place of ease. What would take you out of a state of exhaustion. That's coming through. Also, there is going to be a lot of energy around this situation. It is going to feel like nails on chalkboards. It is going to be difficult. It is going to be explosive. There may be arguments, disagreements, and a need to find what? Compromise, which is represented here by the Six of Pentacles. Make the best compromise that would put you in the best seat. In a lot of ways, don't try to rock the boat, but make sure that things are being fair. And with the Seven of Cups, they are saying that you will have more than one road that you can take. There has not been one predestined path with this particular Two of Swords situation. You will still get to where you need to go, but based on the decision that you make is kind of, where the next door that opens is going to take you. I see a choose your own adventure type of energy here, but whatever is ending, Pisces, again, whatever is coming to a conclusion, the decision that you make is going to set you up for many years to come. I'm seeing like the next 7 years. So choose wisely, but that's not to scare you. You will know what to do. And on the bottom of the deck for confirmation, you have the World card. A karmic chapter is over. You're moving past this situation. And again, I do see you celebrating with the Three of Cups. And also I see the Sun coming out. So there's opportunity for growth, success, and movement forward. Some of you will be moving into a single energy. So if this is about a relationship, I do see that partnership dissolving and you heading away with your Nine of Pentacles. It's not quite the 10 of Pentacles, but you're going to receive back a financial sum that is reflective of what you are worth and what you are owed. And if this is not physical money, there's going to also be this independence, this result, this positive vibration that comes to you that helps you to begin to move things forward in your life. Like let's just say, for instance, you go to the doctor and they say, hey, your such and such came back with better than expected results, or you're looking like you're losing a little bit of weight and we're seeing some positive transformation with X, Y, and Z. I'm seeing something like that coming through. All right. So to end out your reading, any messages for Pisces that they can take from this reading? This is a beautiful energy, a lot going on for you. You have elimination of evil, so you still need to be protecting yourself at this time. I do see you letting go of a lot of evil eye, evil energy. The Death card is here showing an end of a cycle, the conclusion of a situation that you've been going through for some time. The situation has played itself out. You're about to make a big decision. Black magic is here, so you need to banish that from your life. Getting rid of this person or situation is going to be a part of that banishing act so that you can step into your Queen of Wands energy. It says game over, meaning that a situation is definitely coming to a close. And last card, Pisces, is God help anyone who disrespects the Queen. So you are having respect put on your name. Your spirit guides are saying this thief, this person that's been trying to steal, your energy, your time, your money, they will be found out. And for many of you, unexpected income will be coming through. And a situation where there's been lies and deceit will be getting exposed. And I think that's how we get to that success. Okay. So stay resilient, Pisces. You are so loved. I can't wait to see this glow up energy. Tell me, what you've been going through. Leave me any angel number in the comments below. And let's manifest new beginnings in our lives. All right. Take care. Bye, Pisces.